And here were the Bulls arriving earlier at a look at the Bulls starting lineup. Jalen Brunson out there at Holiday. And there's Porzingis. Then it's the kid. And it's Lee in at the small forward. And for the Raptors, they got Scotty Barnes. Skinny is out there with Lou Dort. Then it's Ingram. And it's Jackson in at the 5 roaming the paint. And one thing, Greg, you notice about both these teams, they look to play through the passing game.
And all the better for us. I mean, as fans of the game, seeing that kind of flow and teamwork, it just makes the game fun to watch.
Hey, Steve, the Bulls haven't been to the finals since 1998, Michael Jordan's last season in Chicago.
Kevin, hard to believe, but that tells you how difficult it is to get to the finals. Also, just how important a generational player like MJ can be.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. And one outstanding things the Raptors do, Greg, they really protect the ball.
Yeah, even when they're not playing their best, they don't give away games with mistakes. They force you to find other ways to beat them.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe.
Brandon Ingram is a fascinating player, multi-dimensional and versatile. Needs to keep improving.
He is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. So it's Toronto now. After the Bulls picking up a basket just moments ago. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That's his first foul.
That's something you hate. You're trying to come in with an aggressive mindset, and that early foul could take you right out of it.
Here's Jackson. Against Indiana, he was really on his game. Here's Andrews. It's hauled in by Porzingis. Well, it was the Raptors winning their last game against the Pacers in Indianapolis. Holiday against Dort. Holiday the pass to Dean. Lee outside. 5 on the clock. Porzingis trying to get free. The shot by Holiday, no good.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
And the layup's good off the glass.
This is basketball 101. This is the size mismatch you look to create.
Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Here's Lee. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Lee's got his second bucket of the night.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
On the wing, Holiday. Passes it to Lee. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
And we know once he gets in the rhythm, he's a really tough guy to stop.
Here's Andrews. 33 points last game.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
Now here's Porzingis. His last outing, he had 24 points.
With that 7'3" wingspan, Brandon Ingram is having no trouble getting to that shot.
And that one is good.
I mean, every time down the floor, this is what you're trying to do. Find the right matchup.
Here's Holiday. Following the basket by Scotty Barnes. Outside, Porzingis. Toronto grabs the miss. They beat the Bulls during their last encounter in Chicago.
And they did win that last game in this matchup. It seemed they got the benefit of the whistle.
Great ball movement by B.I. Spots a wide open teammate and feeds him.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And Holiday kicks to Porzingis. Hits the three-point bomb.
When you've gained a decade or more of experience, this is what tends to happen. Holiday staying very patient, waiting for someone to break free.
So timeout called here, the first for the Raptors. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
Well, on the road, you don't expect to look so comfortable on the offensive end, but that was the story of the game.
Yeah, they look right at home, except they weren't. Great job of blocking out the noise.
The numbers for Jackson. The past month has been surreal, and he's an elite glass eater, a factor inside among the top 10 in rebounds per game.
And back to your point, he's second in three-point accuracy. A lot of that has to do with mental toughness. It's just hard to force him out of his comfort zone. Now, here's Dort. Nothing on the board. On the wing, Barnes. To the wing on the left. Here's Andrews. Headshot off. Good D by Holiday. Chicago's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Dort against Brunson. Rebound by the Raptors.
High percentage look for him. But bottom line, they're not all going to go down.
And that one is hammered home.
Showing what a skilled passer he is. Ingram with the beautiful dime there.
And they're bringing you up close and personal on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Outside Holiday. The three. Nothing that time. He's 0 for 2.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
To the left side wing. Andrews. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist.
You can't teach court awareness. Barnes understands when his guys are uncovered.
Holiday surveying the floor. Fast break. Here come the Raptors. Here's Andrews. And again, it's Toronto converted.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Brunson up top. Defended by Dort. Rebounded by Jackson. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Toronto Raptors. 4-point game. Here's Dort. Second chance shot, and the layup by Jackson. Jackson's got his third basket of the night.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Pass to the kid. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup.
That's a well-timed, well-coordinated play. Comes right off the pick for the lay-in.
Out to Ingram. Here's the teardrop. Dort misses. Bulls trail by 4. Porzingis inside. He's covered by Ingram. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Porzingis. The Raptors have gone 7 of 13, just over 50% from the floor. Some good looks. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. And the first timeout of the game called for Chicago. And when you take a look at the standings so far, is it too early, Smitty, to tell which teams are good and which are not?
Yeah, I think so. There's still so much left of the season, and a lot can happen. I don't think you can jump to conclusions just yet.
Let's take a moment to see the squads that have been the most dominant on the glass this season. The Raptors third. Fourth, the Bulls.
And you know, anytime you get these two teams together, it's going to be physical. Both of them really go after it on the backboards.
Here's Porzingis. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. And that one's good. Andrew.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Lee outside. Launches a three. Rebound by the Raptors. Jackson's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Pulls it up. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
What they have done is ran their plays all the way through until they get something they like.
One shot.
All right, the NBA already has a team in Canada, a G League team in Mexico. Would we see a team in Europe, you think, Steve?
Kevin, we've had games in Paris, London recently. It'd be really hard travel-wise on these guys, flying all the way over to Europe.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Andrews passes to Barnes. Outside, Dort. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yes, let's look on the bright side. You got a great look. It's a play that you might want to go back to again.
Out to Porzingis. Dean passes to Holiday. Lock at 6. Shoots over Ingram. Offensive rebound. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And you know what? Very close to a three-point play right there.
Chicago shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe.
2 shots.
First free throw is good. Oh, GA, the long arms and athleticism up and down this roster for the Raptors. It is something.
Yeah, they have a type that they're looking for. Blocks, steals, deflections, all coming in bunches. The activity will be there.
Both shots good from the stripe. Here's Andrews. 11 points in the game. And there's the pass to Jackson. Over Porzingis, and Jackson gets it to go. Jackson's got 11 points.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
Play calling has been fantastic. They've been a step ahead of the defense since the opening tip.
Brunson the pass to Lee. Out to Porzingis. Stolen by Jackson. Here's Andrews. Brunson covering. Jackson trying to break free. And basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Raptors.
The way they've been going after steals in this game, it has been super impressive. They are wreaking havoc right now.
And they are also just outworking the opposition in transition. When the break is on, they've continued to find ways to score.
For Chicago, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. That's good from Holiday.
Every day, Holiday can be relied upon to bring focus, energy, toughness, and he's a terrific competitor.
Money's checked in for Porzingis. Good on both.
He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling, and the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
Feeds to Jackson. Releases. And the Raptors tack on 2 more.
They have leaned on him all quarter, and it has worked to perfection.
Timeout call, the Bulls. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
Man, that game goes down to the wire. Both teams exhausted, but only one has something left for the encore.
This is what we love about the NBA. Epic matchups almost every night. What other sport has that?
Dosunmu is checked in for the Bulls.
And here's a look at some stats for Money. How's the last month of basketball been for him? He's around 6 points per game, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. And most of all, you have to love the defensive grit he brings to games when he comes off the bench.
Absolutely. Just when you think you've got a good flow going as a scorer, he'll come and shut your water off.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
And it's helped them build an early lead. They just need to stay aggressive.
Now here's Brunson. Still yet to score. Pass to Dean. Brunson against Dort. Brunson kicks to Lee. And a miss there on the triple.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
Here's Andrews. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Passes it to Ingram. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
2 minutes left.
Andrews, no good. Bulls trail by 14. Here's Money. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Lee against Ingram. Here's Dort. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist. Ingram's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Now here's Brunson. He's one of the better scorers in the league, averaging almost 25 points a game.
Playing bigger than he looks. Brunson has a lot of heart.
Here's Andrews, a 12-point game. Pass to Ingram. 1:05 left in the first quarter. There's the pass to Andrews. That's in. He's 7 for 12 now in the game.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Now Lee. He's coming off a 19-point game against the Thunder in Oklahoma City.
And no one on defense could stay in front of him. He continually got pummeled and kept getting back to the stripe.
Here's Andrews. He's got 15. Shoots over Dosunmu. Here's Barnes, and the dunk by Barnes.
Good instincts from Scotty Barnes on the offensive glass, and he put it back home.
Brunson against Dort. Shot from 12. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
Now, here's Dort. An 11-point game for him in the win against Indiana. And it's Ingram missing.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Pass to Dosunmu. 4 seconds left. And that's 2 points on the layup.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And so it's the Toronto Raptors up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. And we'll be right back after this. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And for the Raptors, this has been the game they wanted to have.
Well, you have to love what they've done offensively after that first period.
Crushing it, absolutely crushing it. Shooting lights out, building a big lead here early on.
Bulls trail by 12. So with Holiday sitting on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. Lee out there with money. Then it's Trey Jones. Then there's Dosunmu, and it's Dean in its center.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. Here's Andrews over Jones. Here's Pirtle. No luck, they battled on the glass, but couldn't knock it down. Here's Lee, and Lee with the stuff.
And I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still, a magnificent move to the rim. Here's Andrews. It's tipped. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Money, no good. Raptors leading by 8. Amu Kelishvili passes to Andrews. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
And that's what you like to see right there. A solid move to give himself some room and take it inside.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks very much, Kevin. Toronto has a new head coach in Darko Rajakovic. He started coaching at 16 in his home country of Serbia. So even though he's still young, he's already a lifer. In his near decade as an NBA assistant coach, he made a name for himself in player development. And of course, Kevin, that's going to be essential now with the rebuilding Raptors.
It is, but I love his resume. His story is terrific. He is just what they need. David, thank you. The free throw drops for Poeltl. Greg, talking about Jakob Poeltl, it doesn't seem like he gets enough credit for his defense.
I don't think he does. I mean, he's an excellent rim protector and rebounder, and a big man who just takes pride in defending.
Both free throws good from Poeltl. And we see players sometimes, Greg, after a change of venue, they change teams, suddenly taking the next step. What can key that leap?
Kevin, it's not all just opportunity and fit. I think there can be a mental component as well. A fresh start can give you a blank canvas to try new things.
Here's Mamu Kelishvili, still without a basket. Andrews passes to Mamu Kelishvili. Dick with it, 6 to shoot. And he makes good on the layup.
Oh, good balance from Dick. Able to take the contact and still score inside.
Down low. With that shot, the Raptor lead is cut down now to just 10 points with that basket from Money.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Toronto calls timeout. Boy, Steve, Trey Jones is a great story of continuing to work at your game.
Yes, it is, Kevin. He's developing into a nice point guard who can run the show. The vision continues to get better, and points are coming in bunches. It's clear he's putting in the work.
Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. Look at Toronto. A terrific position for them as they hold up that illustrious top spot, but it's a long season, as we all know. And, of course, there's the Bulls, just a few spots below there.
Checking out Chicago. This season has been, it's been solid, but they just need to maintain their place in the standings and get 100% prepared here for the postseason.
I don't think they played their best basketball, so that things do come together for them before the end of the regular season. Look out.
Here's Andrews. The Bulls getting the bucket. Pass to Mamu Kelishvili. Drains the three-pointer. Mamu Kelishvili has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Now here's Jones. Lee outside. Lets it go with a 3. A three-pointer is right on target. Lee's got 7 points here in this quarter.
That's probably one of the easiest assists Jones will have in his career.
Here's Andrews, and he jams it with authority.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
Now here's Jones. Here's Dean. Knocks it loose. Pass to Lee. Throws it up high. And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession. And here we can check out the score for him. Raptors leading by 10. Here's Andrews. And it's Chicago with the rebound. The Kids got 6 rebounds here tonight. And here's Jones. The pass to Dosunmu. Back to Jones. And it's blocked. And he stays with it. 4 on the shot clock. From deep three-point land, Toronto grabs the miss.
Off the mark once again. Terrible quarter for him thus far.
Kicks to Pirtle. Toronto working the ball around now. Here's the bulldozer. And Lee pulls it down.
Great focus on the defensive end there to contest that shot.
And this is where you would prefer to work the ball to someone else for just a better look. Building off a solid first quarter, he's been lights out here in the second.
Here's Andrews, defended by Jones, and a strong finish with 2 hands.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
Bulls trail by 10. Now Lee. He's got 15. Dean passes to Lee. And Lee with the stuff.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful 2-hand jam. Inside, tipped away. And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. And a chance now to look at the schedule for the Bulls. On Sunday, they're off to Brooklyn to face off with the Nets. Then on Tuesday, they're off to Boston to take on the Celtics.
And just looking ahead to what's on tap, there are a lot of winnable games for them, but you can't go into the stretch with that mentality. You've got to focus on what's in front of you and bring it every night. Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a three-point attempt.
Raptors have only 1 missed free throw. They've had 5 attempts and made 4 of them.
Three shots.
That free throw, no good. He doesn't get the second one. And he nails the third. Bulls trail by 9. Jones the pass to Dosunmu. And here is Lee. It's Chicago with another bucket.
Playing from behind right here, not easy, but he is answering the bell.
The reason why is not just scoring, it's the way he's doing it. Efficient. That's what you need at this point in the game.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Jones in the post. Lee outside. And there's the whistle for the illegal screen. Let's use this break in the action to show you the teams that in the last 10 games have been the NBA's best fast break teams. The Raptors third.
I mean, tough to maintain this kind of pace over an entire season. But let me tell you, they are really running right now.
Toronto calls timeout.
It's time for the North-South Grill. Come on, everyone. Give it up for the man.
Both teams will make substitutions.
And taking a look at some of the stats here for Lee. He's been on a remarkable tear this past month. First in free throw shooting, and he's an elite glass eater, a factor inside among the top 10 in rebounds per game.
And it's nice when you have the NBA's best free throw shooter just keep the ball in his hands in clutch situations. He's been completely automatic this season. And that's a foul called on Porzingis. That's foul number 2 for him.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
On the wing, Barnes. Pass to Andrews. Clock at 6. Lets it go from deep.
And defensively, Holiday shows you the quick feet, the strength to maintain position, and he has good hands.
He lobs it up.
And hard to decide which is better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Dort passes to Andrews. Sinks the triple. Skinny's got 26 points.
Defensively, they've had no answer for him this period, and he continues to stay aggressive.
Here's Lee. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Chicago shooting their 5th and 6th free throws in the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Lee taking 2 shots.
Free throw good, Lee. He hits both from the stripe. Toronto leading by 8. Here's Andrews. He's got 26, and Jackson throws it down hard.
Great timing. That can be the difference between an assist and a turnover.
Chicago has gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Here's Lee. Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
They've hit every one of their free throws here in the second quarter. Very important when you're trailing.
Andrews passes to Barnes. Now Dort. Barnes outside. Here's Andrews. No good from outside. Bulls trail by 7. Now, here's Dosunmu. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Thunder in Oklahoma City.
And he did great work on the defensive end, too, with 3 steals on the night.
And the Raptors with the ball. After the Bulls picking up a basket just moments ago. Andrews. And he drops it in from the low post. Skinny's got 28.
And, boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Here's the thing. He's a guy who will go on hot streaks for you over a number of games.
Now here's Porzingis. Goes back up. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
Such assertiveness. This is why Porzingis is a go-to option on offense. Never afraid to take a big shot.
Here's Andrews. 28 points for him. Porzingis with the block. On the wing lead. It's over Dort. Kept alive. Here's Dean. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
And the second chance points aren't easy to come back. It's all about effort and hard work. And he has today made it look easy.
That's a carryover from the way he played in their last game. All-out energy plays on his way to a huge performance. These are big buckets. He's been instrumental in helping them try to close out this game.
Chicago calls timeout.
And a wise move to call timeout there. They need to settle down a bit. They've been playing out of control at times here, and it shows with their turnover numbers.
Chicago making a switch here. Brunson's checked in. Here's Holiday. And the Bulls with another miss.
You know, the right thing there to try to fade away with the D all over him, but that is a difficult shot to sink. That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Ingram against Lee. Ingram passes to Barnes. Here's Andrews. Second chance effort, and he sinks the layup. And now it's an 8-point Raptor lead.
And he's the main reason they have the lead right now. He's been perfect from the field, literally.
Takes the 13-footer, rebounded by Jackson. Jackson's got his 8th rebound here tonight. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Porzingis looking it over. Ingram against Holiday. Some solid defense from Ingram.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And you know, we always talk about this. Just changing the shot can be just as effective as blocking it, even though it's less spectacular.
And that one's good. Andrew.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They came in focused and they've executed.
Now here's Brunson. He's one of the better scorers in the league, averaging almost 25 points a game. Passes to Porzingis. And, yep, that's going to be a flagrant foul. Unnecessary contact.
And, Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way, as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on him.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time. First one falls for him.
And at 7.